Welcome back to another day in the life at Rindt. Standing next to this 944 Safari today. We did a video last week of the 944 that's now on YouTube. So if you click the link here, you'll be able to play that. But I'm pleased to say it's now finished. So I'm going to take you for a little tour around the car. So all the lights have been wired up. We're actually going to take it out for a little bit of a night shoot later today. And so you'll see these lights, pretty much you can play a five-a-side football match in front of it at night once they're on, so you'll see that later today. Also, we've finished the interior, so the seats have been recovered where there was a few marks. We've fitted a sports steering wheel in here. I've also got, for those off-road days, a little lap timer as well for your off-roading, so it's all ready to go. So 24,995 and ready to run. Okay, Jack's back.
Hello.
Had a week off last week, didn't you, Jack?
I know, lucky.
You went skiing, didn't you, Jack? Yeah.
Got away from
Left Jamie to do all this on his own, but now you're back. You're flying through it. So, what's left to go on this, and when we're going to get it on the deck?
Hopefully by this Friday we'll see it on the deck.
Yeah.
Hopefully driving.
Yeah. Good.
But no, Jamie did a great job last week. You got the front left side all sorted out.
Yeah.
This week I've been doing all of the underside, braces, anti-roll bar, bushes, a lot of the heat shielding is done. And now we're just waiting on 2 cups to come back from the paint shop, and then I can start putting the rear suspension together. Once the shocks are on, then all the lower control arms can go on. And then that's when I can put wheels on and put up the ground.
I'd say it looks rather beautiful under there, and I know we'll cut to it in a minute, but
it's very shiny.
Now it's as good on the bottom as it is on the top, and it is a stunning car on the top as well, isn't it? So I'm looking forward to this being back on the deck on Friday and taking it for a bit of a spin, to be honest.
Yes.
So.
Oh, and me too. And me.
Me first.
Yeah, you first. Go on.
All right. Good. All right. Thanks, Jack. Welcome back. And yeah, no more holiday.
Oh.
Okay, and now for something completely different. You can see this is a little bit more modern than we normally have in the workshop. It's a 2017 McCann GTS. Customer called us with a little bit of distress, engine had blown. So we managed to source a second-hand low mileage engine, and Jamie and Joe have been working on it in the last couple of days to get the engine back in. So guys, unbelievable job. Sort of 3 days worth of work. You've had engine out, new engine in. We're now at a point where we can get the fluids back in and probably fire it up in the morning, right?
Yeah.
But do you want to explain what happened to the original engine? I know you've got a few bits and bobs that came out of it in here, Jamie.
Yeah, so we're not entirely sure what happened, but it was bottom end related. There's a lot of bits of rods which have fallen out of the sump when the sump was taken off, and it was completely locked up. We're not entirely sure what actually caused it, but we've got a second-hand engine in there, good one obviously. Longest part was actually stripping down the engine for all the ancillaries to be put back on.
Yeah.
And then it's gone back in today. We're just bolting up the last few bits, like you say, fluids, and then turn the key.
Great. And we phoned her a little bit earlier. She's very excited. Hopefully we'll get the car back to her on the weekend and we'll have a very happy customer. But first time we've had, I think, a Macan in the workshop, or something even 2017 from a year perspective. So that new, yeah. But well done, guys. Very happy customer, I think, when they get this back for the weekend.
Over to Pav.
Right, so we're back with Pav. Last week you saw Pav fitting V-boxes to Caymans, which are now all done, and Pav's moved back onto the black 964 restomod. Pav, what you doing?
Okay, so at the moment I'm just modifying the looms. So I've put on new plugs, so we're putting the back daylights on, so that they're on now.
Very nice.
So yeah, so I'm going to move on to the rear tail lights, and then at some point I'm going to get onto the wiper motor. I'm going to recondition that because they normally jam up. So we'll get the mechanism all nice and loose. We'll get that done. Once that's done, then we can start looking into the heater box. And once that's done, then the fuse box can go in, and theoretically we'll have power
all around the car, so that we can then start putting everything on. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. All right, well, it's going to be a stunning car, this, and this will be the next one that we hand over, which will be mid-April time frame, and the guys will be doubling down on this to get it done. Okay, so we're back up at the metal workshop with Ludo, and we are 90% there, Ray. Would you reckon? 90%?
Yeah.
85? 85, 90. So wings on. Last week you saw there was 0 wings on this car. We've got the outer wings on now, or at least one of them. So Ludo, all we've got left on this side is a bit of lead filling and finishing down here and down here, and then
gaps pretty much there. So
gaps. Yeah.
yeah.
And then
The other one, doing the other one at the moment.
yeah.
Gapping the bonnet as well is going to be a bit tricky because there and on the line there, but we managed to get it back, just not in place yet. So
Yeah. So just the gaps, and then you're going to obviously put the other wing on, and then probably another week away, and we'll be getting this off the paint, right?
Yeah.
So, but amazing job, and we were just saying, Stuart, who's the owner of this car, we now think we should leave it like this, Stuart. It's just in raw metal. I know we're not going to, but it's going to go black. But it does look pretty stunning, once it's all done like this. So great. And let's go down to paint. Cool. Thank you. Great, so we're up at the paint shop with James. Last week you saw this wide-bodied targa from the underside, so it had its undercoat. James has been working on the car. We've now got the top coat on, and oh my god, we were just having a conversation. I'm not a particular fan of this colour on the Taycan, but it looks absolutely stunning. It really does. What a job, James. That is just incredible as well. So I think this car has still got a little bit of way to go. Obviously James is working on the panels, and we've got some more polishing and stuff to do, right? But talk us where you got to so far, James.
So far we have, last week you saw the car, we painted the underneath. This week I took the, obviously shell, we turned it over on a rotisserie, blocked it all down.
Yep.
I got it all clean, and I've applied the base coat on the inside of the shell and on the outside of the quarters. It's basically ready to have all the panels fitted on now. I haven't actually done the panels yet, so this week I'll be working on the panels, getting all them ready, and so on. And then once all that's done, I will cut and polish the car.
Brilliant. So by the time we get to filming sort of next Tuesday or so, it'll be outside and we can have a look at it in its full glory with the panels on, right? So with a bit of luck. So talk me through something you've done on the inside here, James, is that this looks like a different finish and we've not done that before. What's this finish we've got on the inside?
So the inside, I've tried to replicate the manufacturer's OEM finish, and I've brush sealed all of the edges of the metal to protect any water ingress, and then I've sprayed a truck bed liner, which is like a rubberized paint, over the metal to make sure that when I see, and it will basically protect it.
Yeah, give it a little bit more protection.
Then I've coated it in green, which is why it looks textured.
Yeah.
As opposed to the rest of the car.
No, it looks stunning. As I say, I think customers chose a kind of burgundy leather interior to go into this car. So I just think when it all comes together, and as you say, if there's a lot of black on the car as well, it's going to really pop. So
definitely, you look nice.
I always say this, but every time we do something like this, I kind of get so excited to see the finished product and think it's going to be our best car ever. And I hate to say it, this is going to be a really interesting car as well. So, because also this is a C4 964, right? So we're not backdating this car, and it's going to have the 964 bumpers on it, but obviously the RSR width bumpers because of the wide body. So this could be a stunner. Well, it's amazing so far, James. I can't wait to see it next week. So well done you.
Thank you.
Right, back down at the barn in trimming, and we've just seen James up at the metal workshop. I think you're asking Ludo to do a couple of brackets for you. Anyway, something quite exciting. Not exciting in the sense of it's a 986 box to seat, but James is designing a new Rindt seat. So we decided that the 986 box to seat would be a good basis point because A, they're plentiful, B, we seem to have quite a few of them that come out of race cars and track cars that have been replaced by bucket seats, etc. So James, talk us through your kind of vision for this seat.
Well, the brief has just been to basically lose the head because we're going to have a aftermarket headrest thing that we're going to mount onto afterwards. So I need to make this skeleton, if you like, a little wider. And we're going to build all new foam with a mould and new expanding foam, and I've had to tweak the back mechanism, because normally it would be a lift up lever situation, but with making the frame wider, that would create a really large throw on the lever, and I tried that one and wasn't happy. So back to the drawing board with that one, and this time I've used some new cables and housings, routed them both to pull from one direction from a strap, so that will now
got it.
do that.
Great.
So that's what I've been working on.
So this is
I
going
was
to be
up the road just a minute ago getting Ludo to make these up, which is basically the guide for the strap on the back.
great. So this is going to be an exciting thing to kind of follow, I guess, over the coming weeks, isn't it? Because the intention, anyway, is potentially to use these in the mamba green wide-bodied targa that you saw a little bit earlier today. So, and as we said, that customer's looking to have a kind of a very deep burgundy, kind of interior. So I think these are going to be rather special, and I guess we'll do a little bit of a reveal every week with James as they kind of progress. Brilliant.
No pressure, James.
No pressure, James. Just deliver the new seats.
Make them look amazing, James.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I know you can do that. All right, we'll see you later. Cheers, James. So, down in the engine room with young Steve. The only person that makes me look young. Apart from Brian, of course. Steve, what are we up to? Looks like gearbox complete renewal, or?
Yeah, so it's stripped down, cases all been blasted. This is a 915 box, 5-speed, which is going to go in mates up with the 2.4 engine.
Nice. So what, is it completely stripped down, just checking from out, putting it back to bed? Was there a problem with the box, or was it just...
No, all synchros have been changed.
Yeah.
So now just putting it all back together and setting it all up.
Excellent. So it's nice and shiny. We've been...
Yeah, it's bead blasted, yeah. So it's 2-stage bead blast on it, so it's good to go.
Great. Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so rather than me every week telling you what to do at the end of the video, Steve.
Right, thank you for watching A Day in the Life at Rindt. So it's goodbye from him and it's goodbye from me, and don't forget to subscribe.